Hey guys, welcome or welcome back. My name is Heaven. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you. Do you love my jacket? I love this jacket. My mom got this for me for Christmas last year, and I always forget I have it because, like, obviously with the pandemic we don't go out anymore, so like, why am I gonna wear this? But I found it today and I'm like, hell yeah, I love this thing. So we're gonna be extra today together. Before we get into today's video, sorry, I'm disaster right now. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, say hey in the comments, and make sure you subscribe. Doing all of that helps this channel grow, and we love that. We love growth. So today, I want you to know I don't want kids, and that's okay. What I'm gonna go over are all the assumptions people have about child-free people. What I want you to know, if we choose to not have kids, like it's an active, conscious choice, don't call us childless, because to me that just implies that we are missing something, and I am not missing a child. I am whole without a child. I am child free. I choose to be free of children. I am not missing anything. I also want to preface this by saying I don't care if you want kids. I don't care if you don't want kids. I don't care if you want to adopt. I don't care if you want to do IVF. I don't care. What you do with your body and your life is your business, and what I do with mine is my business. So I'm not going to give you a hard time for wanting kids if you don't give me a hard time for not wanting kids. I think everyone who wants kids and is responsible enough should have kids. I wish they could. I wish fertility issues didn't exist. I wish it was easier. I don't actually know how the adoption process works, but if it's difficult, I wish it was easier. I wish everyone who chose to have a kid would have to get like a license for being a parent or something, because there's some nasty ones out there. And I also want you to know I don't hate children. Some of them annoy the shit out of me, like the one who lives in the apartment right next to me. They sleep on the other side of the bedroom wall and bang on it all night. And the parents let their kids run up and down the damn hallway yelling and banging on the walls. Family is filled with children. My brother was born when I was 12. He's my favorite thing on the planet. A lot of my friends have kids, like Lena. She's got 5 babies, and I'm their aunt. I'm the fun aunt. My best friend Cheyenne, she just had a baby, and I'm his fun aunt, and I love them. I adore them. I would do anything for those kids. I would literally jump in front of a bus for all of them. I love them so much. So I just want you to know I don't hate kids. I don't hate you if you have kids. I don't think less of you if you have kids. I don't think less of you if you don't have kids. It's literally your own business. I don't know why we're so concerned about what other people do, but people hate when other people don't want kids. And I'm going to share with you all the most common things that I've heard. The most common one I hear is, you'll change your mind. Like, girl, no, I won't. I've had my mind made up on this since I was like 14, 15 years old. Like, I'm 26 now and I still feel the same way. The whole idea of these are children. So no, I won't change my mind. A lot of people close to me have told me that. I want you all to know, not to put my business or his business on blast, but a very large reason why I am not married anymore is because I didn't change my mind and I still didn't want kids. And he decided that he did. So you can't be together. It's like, you just can't. It's not possible. I'm not gonna change my mind. I promise you that. I promise you. I'm not gonna magically turn 30 and all of a sudden want kids because my biological clock is ticking. Like, what even? No. No. Number 2 is, you'll never know real love. Damn. So my family doesn't love me and I don't love them. It's not real. By that logic, that's dumb. I know that the feelings you have and the bond you have parent to child is different than what you would feel with, say, your best friend or your spouse. Obviously, it's different. I know that. I wouldn't, what's the word? Diminish? I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but I wouldn't say that the love I have for my boyfriend, my mom, my best friends, my dogs is not real. Like, that's just it's a weird statement. And also very false. The love that I have for my family is very real. Next, we have, but what if your husband wants kids? Well, he probably wouldn't be my husband then. Like I told you before, I'm divorced for largely that reason. Like, why would I get with someone now who wants kids when I still don't? One of the first heavy conversations me and Kevin had was about that. Like, when we first started getting more serious, I'm like, look, I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, I don't want kids, so if you do, this can't be. Luckily he doesn't either, so it worked out. But why, if he wants kids, he's not gonna be my husband. Also, that idea and that statement kind of implies that whatever a man wants is more important than what I want, and that is the biggest bullshit you could ever spew. Absolutely not. A man is not going to tell me what to do with my life and what to do with my body. If I don't want to do something, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it just because he wants to. That's disgusting. No. Who will care for you when you're older? Shit, I don't know, probably the nursing home staff that I'm paying for. I think it's weird that one of the reasons people say I should have kids is because I need someone to take care of me when I'm older. I'm pretty sure my parents didn't have me, or they didn't have my brother solely because they need someone to take care of them when they're older. What if you have a kid and then you end up not having a good relationship with them and they don't end up taking care of you anyway? You had a whole kid for what? No, I will, if I'm in assisted living or a nursing home or wherever I am at that point in life, I'll probably be paying someone to take care of me. So that is who will take care of me. Number 5 is my absolute most favorite one I've ever heard. I love this one. It's so funny. You're selfish. Where do I even begin with this? I guess in a way, yeah, but not in a bad way. In the way of, I value my time and my freedom and my goals and my wants and desires, and I would rather do what's best for me than have to sacrifice that all for a small human. So yeah, I guess I am selfish. I know I can guarantee, 100% guarantee, if I were to have a child, I would resent it for the rest of my life. I would not be a good parent. I wouldn't want to be a parent. I would probably be an absent parent. My mom would end up with a new baby, and I know she would hate me for it. So no, I'm not gonna have a child. Why would I put myself in that situation where I wanna do my own thing on my own time whenever I want to? Why would I purposely do something that takes that all away from me? So yeah, I am selfish. Now, I want to say that I know that having a kid does not mean you have to give all that up. I know that. It doesn't mean your life is over. For me, though, me personally, in my opinion, for me, my life, I feel like my life would be over just because of the lifestyle I have, the things I want to do, the goals I have. My path of life would end with a child. It doesn't have to be that way. Plenty of people have kids and are still happy and successful and doing all the things that they want. It doesn't have to stop you, but for me personally, it would. Also, I just don't understand, to say I'm selfish, how does me not having a child really affect you so much that it pisses you off like that? I genuinely have never understood that. Why are you so mad that I don't want kids? Why? I know that is what's programmed in our minds, that that's the next step of life. Once you get to a certain age, if you're in a relationship, you better have a kid. That's what's programmed into our heads. That's how it's always been. It's just not it for me. That's not my life path. That's not how it's gonna go for me. So I just don't get why that pisses so many people off. It's like me being mad at you because I want a piece of pizza and you don't. God damn it, you're selfish. You don't want pizza? See how fucking stupid that sounds? Next, some women can't have kids and would love to be able to. You probably can and you're not. Yeah. Some people want to make $1 million And I can't, but it doesn't mean that they should stop making $1 million just because I want to and I can't. Like I said earlier, I wish that everyone who genuinely wanted kids could have kids. Like my heart hurts for people who want kids and they can't have them, but that doesn't mean that I need to have a kid just because someone else can't. Like, that is very weird. Like, I don't get it. Number 7 is that you were a kid once. Yes, so. They're always like, well, if you don't want kids, you must hate them. You were a kid once. Does that mean you hated yourself then? Let me put it to you this way. I'm an adult now and I hate a lot of other adults. I don't like adults sometimes. Very, very stupid statement. Like, so? So? Number 8. Oh, also another one of my favorites. What is the point of your life if you don't have kids? Probably to do all the other things I want to do. There's not a specific way that you need to do things. Having a kid is not the end all be all. That's not like the true measure of success for everyone. For some it is, and that's fine. For me, it's not. I just feel like me being the best version of myself that I can be and being kind to everyone I interact with and trying to make things better for other people is the point of life. You know? I don't really know how to explain it, but my life still has purpose, even though I'm not going to have a child. I promise you that. My life still has sustenance. I still have goals and things I want to do. Like, I'm not just sitting here staring at the wall every single day because I don't have a child. Like, I'm still doing things. I will still do things. Like, I promise you, there's a purpose for me. Next is also a favorite. These are all my favorites. They're just also funny. You'll regret it. Well, you know, I know of a lot of people who have had kids and regret it. So I'm in a sub on Reddit, one of the child-free subs I'm in, and sometimes parents will come in and do like anonymous posts and be like, hey, I respect your decision. If you truly feel you don't want kids or if you're unsure, don't do it, because I've had a kid and I hate it. I wasn't 100% on board, but my partner wanted to, and I was like, okay, may as well. And now I regret it. So I would rather not have a kid than have a kid and resent it and hate my life. Once you like have a kid, you can't undo it. I mean, some people use like adoption and stuff, but like if you like, you can't just not, you can't erase it. You can't Control Z or whatever it is to undo. You can't do that. So no, I will not regret it. It kind of ties in with your change your mind. No, I won't. I guarantee I will not. Come back to me when I'm 50 years old and ask me how I feel. I guarantee I'll just be chilling with my partner and a dog or two. I'll be fine. Please don't worry about me. I'm gonna be okay. Next, this one happened to me once when I worked at McDonald's, I think it was. One of the like part-time jobs I've had at some point in my life. So this one was the idea that child-free people should work more or get less time off than parents. More specifically, holidays, nights, and weekends. Now, so, you know, that makes sense sometimes. If I was a person who had nights open and I didn't care what shift I worked, and it was between me and someone with 2 kids who was going to work the day shift, it obviously would make more sense for them to work the day shift while the kids are at school if I didn't care about working nights. But I am a person who values my time and has a lifestyle that needs nights and weekends open. So just because, I don't know, there's no good way to say this. A good example though is holidays. At some of the part-time jobs I've had, we've had like a planner calendar thing, and you could write your name on the day that you want off. Say I requested Christmas off in January. Like, I planned ahead, I knew I needed that day off. Maybe I was going somewhere with my family. In January, I request Christmas off. It gets to be December, and your boss comes to you and say, oh, I see you requested Christmas off, but I know you don't have any kids, so so-and-so should get the day off instead because they have kids. Well, so-and-so should have thought ahead and planned accordingly. It's not my fault that they waited until the last minute to realize they're not off on Christmas. Like, yeah, it sucks you're not with your family, but it's kind of your own fault for not being on top of things. I requested off in January. And then lastly, what if your parents want grandkids? Well, they have grand dogs. My mom is too young. My whole family is too young. Like, calling my mom grandma, like, she's not a grandma. My grandma is not a great grandma. Are you kidding? They're too young for that. But they got grand dogs if they really, really want that from me. There's a million other kids in the family. They'll get grandkids or great grandkids, whatever. They'll be fine. And again, my purpose in life is not to give someone else what they want if I don't want to. I just want it to be known that just some people want different things in life. It's like if you want to live in the middle of nowhere in the mountains, but I want to live in the middle of a busy city. We want different things, different life paths. We're going to do different things. Your choice is no better than mine. My choice is no better than yours. You're not a better person. I'm not a better person. It doesn't matter. We want different things. If your favorite color is orange, my favorite color is pink. Like, I'm not going to be mad at you because you don't like pink. It makes no sense, you guys. I still, to this day, I genuinely do not understand why people get so damn angry when they find out some people don't want kids. Like, why? Why does it matter to you? When someone says, hey, I want kids, no one ever says, you're gonna regret it. What if your husband doesn't want kids? You'll change your mind. No, you don't. Like, why is that okay to say to someone who doesn't want kids? Why are you allowed to tell me that? But people never say that to people who say or think that they do want kids. Like, that's just weird. It doesn't affect you at all. I have so many reasons for not wanting kids. Just a few of them are, I have other things that I want to do. I would not be a good parent. I don't want to be responsible for another human. When I imagine myself as a parent, I get like an instant panic attack. I feel like I'm drowning. I feel trapped because I know that is exactly how I personally would feel if I was a parent. That's not to say that all parents feel that way or should feel that way. No. That's just not what I'm saying. I'm just saying when I think about it, I just feel like I want to vomit. It's not going to happen. I don't want kids because I have things that I want to do that I wouldn't be able to do at this season in my life if I had a kid. I can't afford a kid. I can barely afford to keep myself alive. I enjoy quiet and my freedom, and the world is overpopulated as it is. Climate change is very real. Like, there's a lot of reasons why I don't want kids, but the only one that really should matter is because I just don't want to. I just don't. Why does it matter? It doesn't. It really doesn't. If you want kids, have them. No one's stopping you. By all means, have them. If you feel you're ready and you want to and you can afford it and it's something that you want, do it. If it's not something that you want, don't do it. Like, if you feel like you really want to go skydiving, do it. But if you don't want to, don't do it just because you think other people want you to. It doesn't make any sense. All the parents I know are amazing and I love them, and they've sacrificed a lot, put in so many hours when they could be doing things for themselves. Like, amazing. My parents are amazing. My grandparents are amazing. All my aunts and uncles are great parents. All my friends are great parents. Like, I don't hate parents. I think that's another common misconception, is people think that we hate people who do have kids, and that's not the case at all. I'm indifferent. I don't care if you want kids. I don't care if you do, you don't. Like, if one of my other friends that doesn't have kids yet comes to me and says, hey, I really don't want kids, I'd be like, cool. But if one comes to me and says, hey, I think I'm gonna try to get pregnant, I think I want a kid, I'll be like, cool. You didn't see what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect my life. It shouldn't affect yours. It is what it is. It's becoming more and more okay for women to have their own opinions and values and desires in life. And I think sometimes it's just so programmed in our minds that you need to have kids. Like, that's how life goes. You get married, you have a kid. That's how it goes. Well, I'm here to shake it up for you, because that's not how it's gonna go here for me. But I just wanted you to know, if someone ever tells you that they don't want kids, please don't say any of these things to us. We've heard it a trillion times before. It's not gonna change our minds. It's not gonna help your case. We're not gonna magically gonna be like, oh my God, you know what? You're right, I will have a kid. Like, that's not how it's gonna work. Just leave it alone. Just say, oh, okay. Move on with your life. It doesn't matter. Thanks for hanging out with me. This was probably a very controversial video. Like, I know people are gonna have some feelings about this one, but I'm just here to say, like, I do not think I am better than anybody. I know that I'm not, but in this situation, I don't think I'm better than anyone just because I'm not having kids. That's not it at all. Like, no one's better than me because they had kids. I'm not better than anyone because I'm not having kids. Like, that's not the case. That's not how it is. Like I said, I don't hate parents. I don't hate kids. I just don't want that for myself. And that's okay. It's okay to not want something that, you know, society and life has decided that you should want. It's okay. But that's all I have to say. That's all I have to say about that, Forrest Gump.
And that's all I have to say about that.